Have you ever wondered who was behind the first light bulb? It all began in a dimly lit laboratory nestled within the heart of Vienna. This was the birthplace of an obscure group of inventors known as the Luminar Engineers, a clandestine society shrouded in the mystery of the late 19th century. At the helm of this enigmatic group were two visionaries, Dr. Amelia Hartmann, a woman far ahead of her time, and her inscrutable associate, Victor Thorne. United by a shared passion for the unexplored and the unexplained, their aim was ambitious yet simple: to illuminate the world, not merely by casting light into the dark corners of rooms, but by enlightening minds and sparking imaginations. They sought to push the boundaries of what was known and venture into the realm of what could be. Together, they embarked on a journey that would change the course of history. In the rugged terrain of the Carpathian Mountains, the engineers discovered a rare crystal, Luminears. A hushed silence fell upon the cavernous expanse as the Luminar engineers unearthed an element of pure luminescence. Nestled within the heart of the mountains, this crystal held an ethereal glow so captivating it seemed to dance with the shadows, a ballet of light and darkness. But what was Luminears? It was a crystal unlike any other, a gem imbued with mystical properties that made it glow with an otherworldly radiance. It was the star that fell to earth, the moonbeam captured in stone, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. Its allure was enchanting, its radiance mesmerizing. This was the crystal that the Luminar engineers sought to understand, to harness, to transform into a force for the betterment of mankind. Tirelessly, they studied its properties, delving deep into its luminous mystery. They worked long into the night, the glow of Luminears their only light, their solitary guide in the quest for enlightenment. The challenge was immense, the stakes high, but their resolve was unyielding, for they believed that this crystal held the key to a future of light, a world free from the shackles of darkness. And so, they persevered, their spirits undeterred by the magnitude of the task at hand. The radiant glow of Luminears captivated those who glimpsed its brilliance, fueling the engineers' quest. And in that quest, they found not just a crystal, but a symbol of hope, a beacon of progress, a testament to the power of human ingenuity. As whispers of the Luminar engineers' breakthroughs spread, they unveiled a series of inventions that defied the era's technological norms. The late 19th century, a time of gas lamps and horse-drawn carriages, was suddenly bathed in the soft, otherworldly glow of Luminears. First came the luminescent streetlights. Rising like slender pillars of illumination, these lights transformed the city nights. No longer was evening a time of darkness and uncertainty. Instead, it became an extended day, a time of safety and visibility, unmarred by the harsh glare of conventional lighting. Next, they introduced Luminears-powered devices, bringing the magic of this radiant crystal into homes and workplaces. A simple touch could ignite a soft glow, chasing away the shadows and bathing the room in a calming, serene light. It was an enchanting sight, one that transformed the mundane into the extraordinary. Even transportation was revolutionized. Luminears-lit carriages glided through the streets, their soft luminescence casting long, dancing shadows on the cobblestones. It was as if the very fabric of daily life had been interwoven with threads of radiant light. And yet, amid all this wonder, the creators themselves remained hidden. The Luminar engineers worked from the shadows, their identities concealed, their genius unrecognized. The world marveled at their creations, oblivious to the engineers behind the curtain. Yet, it was their passionate pursuit of illumination that had brought about this era of radiant brilliance, forever changing the course of human history. However, the Luminar engineers were not without adversaries. In the shadows, a rival faction emerged, the Umbra Society. Cloaked in secrecy, they harbored dark ambitions, seeking to manipulate the power of Luminears for nefarious purposes. Their goals were a stark contrast to the Luminar engineers' noble endeavor of illumination and enlightenment. Espionage and subterfuge became the order of the day. The clandestine world of the Luminar engineers was infiltrated by the Umbra Society's agents. Their every move watched, every invention studied. In response, the Luminar engineers tightened their ranks and fortified their defenses. They were in a race against time to protect their discoveries, to preserve the light they had brought into the world. The game of shadows intensified. Allegiances were tested, trust became a rare commodity, and betrayals began to surface. The lines between light and darkness blurred, with the Luminar engineers and the Umbra Society caught in a dance of intrigue. Betrayals and alliances blurred the lines between light and darkness. In 1905, the Luminar engineers organized a grand exposition in Paris to showcase their innovations. The City of Light, already a beacon of culture and sophistication, became a radiant testament to the power of Lumidium. Streets and buildings shimmered with an ethereal glow, casting an enchanted spell over the city that was impossible to resist. The exhibition was a spectacle of luminescent marvels. Streetlights, no longer just functional but now mesmerizing, bathed the city in a soft, comforting glow. Lumidium-powered devices, once figments of the wildest imaginations, were now tangible realities, transforming everyday life with their radiant brilliance. The world watched in awe as the mesmerizing glow of Lumidium illuminated the city. From far and wide, people journeyed to Paris, drawn like moths to the luminescent allure. The city pulsed with an energy that was palpable, the air buzzing with excitement and wonder. The Luminar engineers had not just created light, they had created a world of wonder and enchantment. Yet, amid the dazzle and spectacle, a shadow began to form. Unseen by the entranced crowd, a sinister plot was unfolding. The Umbra Society, driven by their nefarious intentions, sought to control the power of Lumidium. The brilliance of the exhibition hid a threatening darkness, a treacherous scheme that could shatter the world's newfound luminescence. Beneath the spectacle, a sinister plot unraveled, threatening to plunge the world into a new era of darkness. In a climactic confrontation beneath the Eiffel Tower, the Luminar engineers faced the Umbra Society. The air was thick with tension as the two groups, each standing for a different vision of the world's future, prepared for the final showdown. The Luminar engineers, defenders of light and progress, stood steadfast, their resolve as unyielding as their luminescent crystals. Opposing them, the Umbra Society, shrouded in darkness, sought to bend the light to their nefarious will. In the heart of this epic struggle, Lumidium crystals glowed intensely. Their ethereal radiance danced in the night, casting an otherworldly glow on the faces of the combatants. Every flash of light, every shimmering spark became a symbol of the battle between enlightenment and obscurity, between innovation and exploitation. As the battle raged, the fate of illumination teetered on the edge of a knife. Every strike, every parry, had the potential to tip the scales. The world held its breath, unaware that the outcome would shape the course of history. Though the Luminar engineers faded from public view, their legacy endured. They left an indelible mark, their Lumidium-powered advancements ushering in a new age, the 20th century, an era of light. From the soft glow of streetlights to the radiant hum of everyday devices, their invisible hand guided our progress. These whispers of their exploits, echoes of a past brilliance, are etched not in the annals of known history, but in the living tapestry of our world. The luminescent era had begun, a testament to the unsung heroes who lit the path to a brighter future.